Now on Coast TV News.
Business park, big plans for growth in Milton.
I think it's a good thing and it's a good investment.
What's coming and why some say it could change the town forever.
Battling the breeze, strong winds have people on high alert. What to expect for the rest of the night.
And right now we're tracking a dangerous line of storms that could bring 60-mile-per-hour winds at your doorstep.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
You are taking a live look outside into Lewis as this storm passes through. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our news at 6. We begin tonight with rain and heavy winds all across Delmarva.
Let's check in with our First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams on our First Alert weather. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening. As we take a look at our expectations, listen, we are currently dealing with just the expiration of one severe thunderstorm warning while another one has been reinitiated. But the good news is the most potent or dangerous squall line, that is passing on by right now. And it's clicking right over here. If you see it flaring up the last frame right here, that's the most dangerous line. It's pushed through. Now, that doesn't mean that the rain is totally stopped, but we have the most dangerous line that's now out of the way. Now, we actually have a report in Millsboro, a large tree limb down on a power line. That was reported a little bit earlier. That's near the Millsboro area. But as of right now, we're seeing this line of storms that's beginning to push through Dewey Beach. We still have leftover lingering heavy showers. To the south towards Ocean City and West Ocean City, we still have active severe thunderstorm watches, as well as concern for very gusty winds. We still have downpours that are staying at least to the point where we're having visibility concerns there. Now, as we widen the scope here, there's a very potent storm coming out of Endicott headed towards the Chincoteague area. That's going to stay well to our south because it's going to swing out towards the water, and we should avoid that in general. This is that more dangerous line. It's pulled through. Now, for those who have been asking me, can I drive now? Yeah, you can drive a little bit, but not a whole lot because we still have more showers reinvigorating because of the leftover moisture that we have. But the most dangerous squall line, that's that impactful line of storms with the most roundly tied up and tightened situation, that's tracking towards the east and out of the way, so it's not going to pose too much more of a problem. But we're still dealing with hit and miss spot showers and steady downpours with winds robust at about 50 miles per hour with this system that's pushing through. Gale wind warnings are staying active along the beaches, so we're still bracing for at least 45 mile per hour winds. That's separate from the squall line in and of itself, and we're still under an active severe thunderstorm watch for us in Ocean City all the way down towards Chincoteague. Maddie, coming up, we're going to talk more about the kind of impact the storm has already had and if we have to deal with this for the rest of the night.
Thank you, Paul. And we're right in the middle of the rainstorm and winds, as Paul just showed you. So let's turn it over to Coast TV News reporter Brandon Ferguson in the First Alert Weather Jeep. And Brandon, what are the roads like out there?
Maddie, we are on Cape Henlopen Drive in Lewis, and we've been in the Lewis area for about an hour and a half, and we're going to show you the conditions we've been experiencing. As you can see, there's still a heavy rainfall, but the wind gusts have teetered down a little bit, but there's still those gusts every once in a while. They're just not as consistent as we experienced an hour ago. And we spoke with a few shoppers today trying their best to prep for this storm.
Flags, trees, and signs, all blowing in the wind today. Our meteorologists say gusts have already hit upwards of 60 miles per hour. Rehoboth local Garvey John says this is what comes with living on the coast.
I'm expected to get pretty strong. I mean, I'm concerned and so, but there's not that much you can do, right, but just be prepared, be ready.
Linda Murphy did her best to get ahead of things while shopping at the Food Lion and left no stone unturned when preparing.
I'm prepared.
When winds are at these levels, like the 60 miles per hour gust we've seen already, trees and power lines can fall over much easier. Crews could already be seen working on electric lines near 5 Points.
This wind has already caused construction crews to put the sign underneath the stand so it does not blow away throughout the night with these high winds.
Whether you were prepared today or not, the wind and rain are showing no signs of stopping.
Back here in Lewis, we are now on Savannah Road, and the rain has picked up just a bit from a minute ago, the last time we spoke to you. And just turning onto Savannah Road in turning lanes, there is flooding. Some floods start to pick up in those lanes where it is lower to the ground. And live from the First Alert Weather Jeep, Brandon Ferguson, Coast TV News.
Thank you, Brandon. An empty field that will soon house 44 office buildings and a Royal Farms. A new website is advertising commercial opportunities on the lot at the corner of Cedar Creek Road and Mulberry Street Extended. Coast TV News' Zakiya Jennings is in the newsroom. Zakiya, there seems to be mixed opinions about this piece of land.
Charlie, I spoke with a number of people today, and some do support the development, some are against it, and some don't have a problem with it. They just wish it was a Wawa instead of a Royal Farms. This is the schematic for Milton's Cedar Creek Business Park. You can see here sketches of the buildings and a future Royal Farms, right across from the existing Food Lion and the newly added McDonald's. Something Juan Fernandez thinks isn't such a bad idea.
I think it's important that we encourage more businesses to, that we put more businesses into Milton to help the growth of this area. And I think overall, I think it's a good thing and it's a good investment.
Though he is still concerned about the traffic surrounding that area. Donna Walter has her own concerns as well. While she's had enough of the development, her focus is preserving Milton's historic nature.
If they do build the Royal Farms, there's a huge old pecan tree that I think needs to be saved because it's the history of this town again. So I'm hoping that maybe the town can do something to save that.
According to the sales website, this is expected to be completed this year, though there is no official date yet. How much would each unit cost for rent? According to the website, that is still to be determined. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Zakiya. For nearly 2 years, Milford and Slaughter Beach, they've been working together to better connect the towns physically. Town and city officials want to build a bike and walking pathway on Route 1. On March 19th in Milford, the public is invited to learn about this project and some of the alternatives being considered to connect Milford and Slaughter Beach. This is happening from 4 to 6 p.m. at the Milford Public Works facility.
National politics now. Following President Trump's speech before a joint session of Congress last night, we have an update on the freezing of federal aid. New today, the Supreme Court has rejected Trump's bid to freeze foreign aid. The justices rejected Trump's emergency request to freeze nearly $2 billion in foreign aid as part of his effort to slash government spending. Plus, new today, the CIA director announced that the U.S. has paused intelligence support and weapons shipments to Ukraine following the clash in the Oval Office between President Zelensky and President Trump. And all of this brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know how you feel about President Trump's leadership style.
Let's take a look at the updated results from last news hour. 42% say it's a refreshing change, though 41% say too confrontational. Strong and decisive and unpredictable, all getting a little bit of the vote so far.
If you haven't voted yet, you still can. Go to CoastTV.com or use the Coast TV mobile app, and we're going to show you updated results tonight on Coast TV News at 11. If you love the crack of the bat, the roar of the crowd, and the comfort of your own living room, listen up. The Delmarva Sports Network and the Delmarva Shorebirds, the Baltimore Orioles single-A affiliate that's based out of Salisbury, they made a big announcement today after a successful partnership last season. The two teams are again joining forces. This time they'll be bringing you even more games, free and over the air, right on your television. Shorebirds general manager Chris Bitters is excited to bring more baseball to more fans.
Riley delivers. That's roped over to third, and it's going to get through the hole for a base hit.
We appreciate the relationship we have with DSN and being able to really reach our fans where they're at. We know the reality is that coming to 66 Shorebird games probably isn't realistic for most people. While we have our troopers that are out most nights, being able to connect with our fans when they're at home in the comfort of their living room is a great opportunity to keep reinforcing our partnership and the opportunity with the Shorebirds and have them continue their relationship with our players and our product.
So this year we've increased from 15 games to 25 games. We'll have 25 throughout the season, starting with the home opener here in April and concluding with the season finale in September, and then we'll have multiple other games over the course of the season.
We are very excited to see that this baseball season, and we're just getting started this evening.
Celebrating local filmmaking, what you can expect at this year's Ocean City Film Festival.
And here's the latest look at what's happening with these scattered showers. We're starting to see them redeveloping over portions of Highway 113 and Millsboro, but the most dangerous line is now pushed out of the way.
But first, saving a stranded seal in Fenwick Island. We're back in just 60 seconds.
Don't miss the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Expo this weekend at the Waikamaco Civic Center. Browse the largest display of hot tubs, cold therapy tubs, and swim spas in the region with over 30 spas from 5 major brands at up to 50% off. That's this weekend at the Waikamaco Civic Center in Salisbury. Visit spaexpo.com.
Coastal Comfort knows you can't always plan when you'll need us. That's why Coastal Comfort technicians are dedicated experts. Early mornings to late nights, cold or hot weather, day in and day out, delivering quality service when you need them. Reliable, trustworthy, always here for you. Experience the Coastal Comfort difference. Call us or visit coastalcomfort.com to schedule your appointment today. Coastal Comfort, a Carrier factory authorized dealer serving Maryland and Delaware. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Don't miss the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Expo this weekend at the Waikamaco Civic Center. Browse over 30 hot tubs and swim spas from 5 major brands at up to 50% off. Financing is available and show admission is free. That's this weekend at the Waikamaco Civic Center in Salisbury. Visit spaexpo.com.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
Stranded on the beach. People came together today, though, to save a seal.
After 3 days of little movement, the Marine Education Research and Rehabilitation Institute went into action.
Coast TV News reporter Kevin Zapay shows us what they did to save that seal.
Bob Coos and his wife walk along the Fenwick Island beaches every day, and recently they came across this harp seal that washed ashore.
I think this is the 4th seal we've seen on the beach, but I think this is perhaps the first harp seal, which surprised me.
For 3 days, the seal hardly moved. That's when MER, the Marine Education Research and Rehabilitation Institution, stepped in.
We did know this animal was somewhat underweight. It didn't have enormous signs of ill health, but there can always be unknown underlying conditions.
MER first started by putting up signs, making a barrier around the seal, and keeping guard, making sure no one gets close to the animal. The harp seal was then put in a crate and transported to a rehab facility. Suzanne Thurman says this rescue had more challenges than the rest due to the size of the harp seal.
We normally rescue pups and weanlings and yearlings, and so our equipment is geared to them, and most of the facilities that take them in for rehab are geared for the smaller ones as well.
According to Thurman, the harp seal is now being taken to the National Aquarium in Baltimore to be looked after. I'm Kevin Zapay, Fenwick Island, Coast TV News.
And as you just saw from Kevin, seal season is in full swing. In February, we reported how this seal, better known as Montebello, was rescued in Dewey Beach. And good news, was later released to sea after some TLC.
That same week, this young seal, Pisces, was rescued off the coast of Fenwick Island. Due to the extent of the pup's condition, he has since been transported to the National Aquarium in Baltimore for treatment and care, all of them adorable.
Taking a look at what's happening with our radar, we're still seeing the most dangerous line is cleared out of the way, but we still have some leftover lingering showers that's still going to cause a little bit of problem as far as driving for tonight is concerned. We'll talk about more about tracking any additional storms our way and what's happening immediately after this pushes beyond our borders.
Coast TV weather can be heard on Coast Country.
Make your home cozier than ever during Johnny Janosik's Winter Home Sale. Get $100 off every $9.99 you spend, plus up to 18 months no-interest financing. Shop the Winter Home Sale. But it all ends Monday, only at Johnny Janosik.
Winter is here and it's time to stay cozy. But is your heating system ready to play its part? Don't roll the dice on comfort or safety. Call FH Fur for our $69 heating maintenance and safety inspection. We'll fine-tune your system so it's ready to tackle winter's chill. No sweat or shivers. With nearly 40 years of trusted service, FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical are the pros who've seen and fixed it all.
877-GOLFER, FHFur.com. At Cabinet Discounters, we're turning your remodeling dreams into reality. Whether you're upgrading your kitchen, revamping your bathroom, or adding storage solutions to other spaces, we've got you covered. With over 40 years of trusted expertise, we're proud to bring our commitment to quality and service to Frankfort, Delaware. Explore top quality cabinets, elegant countertops, and expert design services at our showroom. And let us help bring your vision to life.
Cabinet Discounters. Great quality, great price.
No strangers here, just friends you haven't met yet. With comfortable outdoor seating and an authentic Irish bar, Irish Eyes in Milton is a local favorite by the Broadkill River. Irish Eyes in Lewis with ample free parking, a gorgeous waterfront patio, extensive menu favorites, and the best happy hour on the water. Book our Lewis room for all of life's celebrations. With a lovely panoramic view, in-house chef, and a professional team to make your next event one to remember. Find out more at irisheyespub.com.
Spring cleaning is simple with a mold-resistant, easy-to-maintain tub and shower from Coastal Bath Company. With countless 5-star reviews, you know you're in good hands.
The acrylic in the bathroom holds up as advertised.
It's easy to maintain. It's easy to clean.
I highly recommend Coastal Bath. They do an awesome job.
Enjoy 18 months of no payments and no interest, plus $1,500 off your new bathroom remodel.
Don't wait. Call Coastal Bath today. Local and family owned, Coastal Bath.
Johnny Janosic knows that home is where family memories are made. Family owned and operated for over 70 years. We offer the best brands of furniture and mattresses at the guaranteed lowest prices. Experience the difference at Johnny Janosic.
Design a custom home that fits your unique style and budget with Accessible Home Builders. At Accessible, we provide you with a variety of customizable options to create the home of your dreams.
Accessible Builders provided us with a beautiful home.
Scott is full of ideas from his past experiences, and he really worked with us on all our custom asks and wants.
We would definitely recommend Accessible Builders.
Completely customize your dream home with Accessible Home Builders.
Download the Coast TV News app on your Apple or Android devices.
To be quite honest, we really escaped this storm system really nicely because things could have been a whole lot worse. If we had been just a skosh warmer, yeah, we would have been dealing with a whole different situation. So fortunately, we lucked out pretty nicely. Now, we're at Bay Health Camera right now in Milford at 54 degrees. If we were near 59 or 60 or the dew point temperature had been elevated, we'd be talking about a whole new situation as far as potential tornadic activity. We escaped that fate, so it was good. But we do have at least one report of damage in Millsboro. A large tree limb is down on power lines there. That was from earlier this evening, or this afternoon, actually. Here's where the rain stands right now. The most potent line is actually pushed on off the coast and is redeveloping over the warmer water. See, just that small amount of warm or thermodynamic energy could have kicked off into something that could have been, quite frankly, disastrous, because this storm tried as hard as it could to reinvigorate itself to become a stronger system. Just didn't have quite enough fuel to do it. But it has enough gusto to create some blinding rain right now from Belltown to Lewis down towards Midway community. We slide more to the south along Highway 113. Millsboro, where we had that tree limb down. Dagsboro and Frankfort had hit and miss intermittent heavy waves of rain with some winds accelerating beyond 45 miles per hour. Ocean City, I was concerned about a possible tornadic cell moving through Ocean City, but the system fell apart because it just fell shy of that thermodynamic energy. So right now, heavy downpours, yes. Difficulty on the road, of course, and a severe thunderstorm warning still active for Ocean City until 7 o'clock. But aside from that, it's okay. Now, the winds are still active. We do have an active severe thunderstorm watch. That's active until 7 o'clock as well. And as you take a look at our rain rates, they have dropped dramatically. The more dynamic the colors, the heavier the rain rates. So you can see this is falling apart from our 5 o'clock view of it. So everything's falling apart according to schedule as we begin to whisk this out of the way. Now, the folks over in Cambridge are already seeing clear sunshine and clearer skies. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts in Salisbury, 40 to 50 in some other areas. So we had definitely some very robust winds that began to push through the area, but we're in the 50s for today. Thank goodness. Dew point temperature in the lower 50s to 40s. That helped us out to escape the worst scenario. By the time we get to Thursday, we're looking for sunny conditions and pleasant and more seasonable temperatures. But also with Thursday, we're still going to have somewhat, brisk winds out of the northwest. Now, this is going to be a cutting wind here. This won't be as comfortable as today. We're looking at 31 to 38 mile per hour wind gusts, according to our forecasting maps, with dealing with primarily the winds. And then for the rest of the night, we'll have some lingering showers in Rehoboth and Dewey Beach at about 7:30. Other than that, should clear out of the way, and we stay clear going into Thursday. Another area of rain by 7 o'clock should clear from Berlin, Newark, Snow Hill, and Pocomoke City should clear out by 7 o'clock. We'll still have some lingering showers over Ocean Pines and Ocean City by 7 o'clock, but then following 7 o'clock, this should move out of the way quickly as well. So that should at least be very helpful in that case, okay? And the amount of additional rain, we're looking at maybe 1/10 of an inch in some areas, 1 inch more for us in Bethany Beach, and close to that in Berlin and Ocean City. For tonight, though, 45, storm ending, but still very breezy. We are going to get up to 50 degrees tomorrow, and that's seasonal, but it's also going to be very windy, so it won't feel quite as warm as 50 degrees. And 54 on Friday, and the winds will die down, back off, give us a chance to enjoy this sunshine we'll see on Friday. Like I said, folks, we were quite fortunate to escape the worst case scenario. Here's a look at your extended forecast.
Thank you, Paul. Well, if you're a fan of the movies, you can head on down to Ocean City this weekend for the 9th Annual Film Festival. It starts tomorrow and will feature screenings of films across various venues in OC. Along with screenings this year, you can expect Q&A sessions with filmmakers, panels, and special events. That festival spans until Sunday.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Those of you expecting to see regional final action at Parkside tonight, sorry to disappoint, but that game has been postponed to tomorrow. And I know what you're thinking, Tim, it's over 60 degrees. But with severe winds and rains in the area, Parkside has canceled its after-school activities. We will now broadcast that 2A regional final tomorrow on DSN at 5. The Lady Buccaneers are trying to reach their second state quarterfinal in the past 3 years, while Parkside is in search of its first regional crown since 2022. There's still some good Maryland hoops coming your way tonight at 7, though. The Crab Five have a top 20 date at Michigan. The number 13 Terps are 4-5 on the road this season, but won most recently at Penn State this Saturday. Meanwhile, the number 17 Wolverines are coming off a 93-73 loss to Illinois at home. And for you Phillies fans, Zach Bond is staying with the Birds. The 28-year-old linebacker signed a 3-year, $51 million contract today. Bond was named a first-team All-Pro and led the Eagles to their second Super Bowl title. That's it for sports. Have a great day, everybody.
Get ready for 4 days of fun at SpringFest. Enjoy amazing food, live entertainment, over 200 unique artisan products, and an enhanced selection of food, beer, and wine. You won't want to miss this free event located at the Ocean City Inlet from April 24th to the 27th. SpringFest features 2 stages and more than 30 live performances and ticketed headliners like Strangelove, The Depeche Mode Experience, country music sensation Hunter Hayes, and the legendary Wailers featuring Junior Marvin, opened by Pacifier. Don't miss out. Get all the details at ococean.com/SpringFest.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
At the Car Store, we've got you covered. From trucks to cars to SUVs. Many with low miles, remaining factory warranty, and backed by the Car Store's Certified Advantage. So get to the Car Store and find the right car at the right price right now. TheCarStoreOnline.com.
At West Shore Home, we're making it easy to replace your windows and front entry door with our Buy One, Get One sale. This week, buy a house full of windows and get an entry door for free. That's right, completely refresh the look of your home while improving energy efficiency year-round. This offer won't last long. Visit westshorewindow.com to lock in these savings and have someone out as early as tomorrow to show you your options. Don't miss out on Buy One, Get One savings from West Shore Home.
Hello, it's Joe from Kendall Furniture in tax-free Selbyville, Delaware. Have you noticed the big stores always tell you they have the lowest price guarantee? How can they do that? Really? How can they guarantee you the lowest price? At Kendall Furniture, we keep it simple, and that means better prices for you every day. Our non-commissioned expert staff is here to help you, not themselves. I'd like to invite you to come visit our expanded Rose Sofa Gallery with over 20 pieces on display, and come see the Kendall difference.
On August 1st of 1924, my great-grandfather, Samuel E. Shockley, met in Willards with a small group of men.
The only way that they could allocate capital through this area of Wicomico County was to build a bank.
They wanted a bank that could be used by the common man.
It's really rewarding to hear a customer who comes in and says, you know, your grandfather gave me my first loan.
It will not be about machines, computers, cell phones. Banking will always be about people.
At the Truck Store, we've got what you're looking for. Quality, pre-owned trucks for work or play, and backed by the Truck Store's Certified Advantage. Do more. Play more. Get more from the truck store in Delmar and Dover.
Brian, what's the difference between salt-treated decking and composite decking?
Treated lumber costs less but needs a lot of maintenance over the years. Composite decking looks like wood but won't crack, fade, or rot while adding value to your home.
And with Paul Davis, you can explore colors and designs right from your home. We'll bring the showroom to you.
And give you a same-day estimate.
Call now and get composite decking for the same price as treated lumber. Or no payments and no interest for 12 months, but only through March 31st. Call Paul Davis today.
Weather is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration, emergency plumbing service 24/7.
Lingering showers still making the road slippery for us in Milford as we stay in the 50s. Rain should come to an end by 7 o'clock. Latest look at the rain hitting spot showers throughout Lewis. Heavier downpours over towards Holly Grove and Ocean City. But overall, we're seeing the backside of the storm as this begins to wind down for the rest of the night. Bill Abel of Rehoboth, you're our umbrella winner. Congratulations today. You could probably use it, right? Keep up with your forecast by calling our weather line, sponsored by the law office of Brugstead, Mandalis, and Federico. And finally, here's a look at your exclusive 10-day forecast.
All right, Paul, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.